What does the future look like to you? Most people imagine a world of faster phones, more efficient cars, and global spread of current technologies. This is progress, but it is a specific kind. Peter Thiel calls this going from 1 to n, simply copying what already works. The true challenge, and the source of all real value, is going from 0 to 1. This means creating something entirely new and unique, something that has never existed before. Think of the first time a smartphone was invented. That was a 0 to 1 moment. Every subsequent model is a 1 to n improvement. Thiel argues that our world needs more 0 to 1 thinking because it creates new industries and drives humanity forward, not just sideways. This book is a guide for how to find and build those unique, valuable things that define the future. We are often taught that competition is the heart of a healthy economy. Thiel presents a radically different view. He says competition is for losers. Think about it, in a perfectly competitive market, no company makes any real profit because they are all fighting over the same slice of the pie. The companies that truly change the world and reap immense rewards are monopolies. Now, this is not the evil monopoly that jacks up prices and stifles innovation. Thiel talks about creative monopolies. These are companies so good at what they do, by creating a unique and valuable product, that no other firm can offer a real substitute. Think of Google in search. Because they dominated so completely, they could afford to invest in long-term ambitious projects. Competition, on the other hand, forces companies to focus on short-term survival, leaving no energy for the future. Why do we glorify competition so much if it is so destructive? Thiel explains that we often get trapped in the ideology of competition. We fight not because the prize is valuable, but because we become obsessed with defeating our rivals. He uses a powerful analogy of being a boxer in a championship match. You become so focused on the opponent in front of you that you forget the real goal might be your health or your family. In business, entrepreneurs often rush into crowded markets, like opening another restaurant or launching a new social media app, just to prove they can beat the others. This is a trap. The most successful businesses avoid competition altogether by creating their own unique market niche where they can be king from day one. The key is to escape the competitive frenzy and think for yourself. You have probably heard of the first mover advantage, the idea that the first company into a market wins. Thiel flips this on its head. He introduces the concept of the last mover advantage. What matters is not being the first to start the race, but having the power to be the last company standing in the long run. A great first mover might create a new market, but if they are easily copied or replaced, their advantage is fleeting. The last mover is the one that builds a durable, defensible monopoly that can last for decades. Think of Microsoft's dominance in operating systems for years. It was the last mover in that era. To achieve this, you need to build a business that is not just first, but also last, by creating massive scale, network effects, or proprietary technology that is incredibly difficult to replicate. Do you believe that all the big ideas have already been discovered? Thiel argues that this belief is a major barrier to progress. If you think there are no secrets left in the world, you will not bother to look for them. But the truth is, there are still many secrets and untapped opportunities all around us. These are truths that few people agree with you on. For example, before Airbnb, the secret was that people would be willing to stay in a stranger's home. Finding a valuable secret is the foundation of a great startup. It is the unique insight that allows you to see a truth about the world that others are missing. Progress depends on the conviction that there are still hidden treasures, valuable secrets waiting to be uncovered by those who are curious and determined enough to seek them out. So, how do you actually build a creative monopoly? It does not happen by accident. Thiel outlines 4 key characteristics. First, proprietary technology. This should be at least 10 times better than the closest substitute, offering a dramatic leap in performance. Think of how Amazon offered a selection of books that was 10 times larger than any physical bookstore. Second, network effects. This makes a product more valuable as more people use it, like Facebook or WhatsApp. Third, economies of scale. Once the initial product is built, a software company can scale up without much extra cost. And fourth, branding. A strong brand is a powerful monopoly attribute, but it must be rooted in a substantive product. You cannot have a strong brand for a weak product. These pillars work together to create a defensible fortress for your business. In the world of startups and investing, a small handful of companies will ultimately generate returns that are greater than the returns of all the other companies combined. This is the power law. For venture capitalists, this means that their investment in a company like Facebook will be worth more than every other investment in their portfolio put together. As an entrepreneur, this has a crucial implication. You cannot afford to spread your energy across dozens of different opportunities. You must find the single most promising opportunity and go all in. The power law means that the decisions you make about which market to enter and which company to build are monumentally important. One single decision will be vastly more important than all the others, so you must focus relentlessly on making that one bet count. Thiel provides a framework to test the strength of a business idea through 7 essential questions. First, the engineering question. Can you create breakthrough technology, not just incremental improvement? Second, the timing question. Is now the right time to start your particular business? Third, the monopoly question. Are you starting with a small market share you can dominate? Fourth, the people question. Do you have the right team? Fifth, the distribution question. How will you actually deliver your product to customers? Sixth, the durability question. Will your market position be defensible in 10 or 20 years? And seventh, the secret question. Have you identified a unique opportunity that others don't see? A great business must have a clear and compelling answer to all 7. No, not that kind of mafia. Thiel talks about building a company culture so strong and compelling that it feels like a tight-knit group, a tribe, or a mafia. The goal is to create a team that is deeply connected by a shared mission and unique culture. This is not about providing free snacks and ping-pong tables. It is about giving people a sense of purpose and belonging that they cannot find anywhere else. When everyone is aligned on the company's core mission and trusts each other completely, you eliminate internal politics and confusion. This kind of culture attracts extraordinary talent and creates an environment where people can do their best work, fully dedicated to the company's 0 to 1 mission. In a world that often values committees and consensus, Thiel makes a strong case for the importance of the singular founder. Founders are important because they possess a definite and contrarian vision for the future. They see a secret and have the conviction to pursue it against all odds. While a board or a committee might lead to mediocrity and compromise, a strong founder provides the clear direction and decisive leadership necessary to navigate the immense uncertainty of creating something from nothing. The founder's unique perspective and determination are the catalysts that turn a 0 to 1 idea into a reality. They are the ones who can inspire a team to build the future they envision. This book is ultimately a call to action to see the world with fresh eyes. It asks you to reject the uninspired path of globalization and incrementalism. Instead, you must learn to think for yourself. The most important skill you can learn is how to think independently. Ask yourself, what valuable company is nobody building? What important truth do very few people agree with you on? Finding answers to these questions is incredibly difficult, but it is the only way to create a better future. The next Bill Gates will not build an operating system. The next Larry Page will not build a search engine. They will be the ones who find a new secret and build a monopoly around it. The journey from 0 to 1 is not just for Silicon Valley tech geniuses. It is a mindset available to anyone in any field. It is about rejecting the status quo and having the courage to build something new and meaningful. It is about finding your secret, building a monopoly in a small space, and then scaling it over time. The future is not something that just happens to us. It is something we create through our boldest ideas and our most determined efforts. So, what is your 0 to 1? What unique value will you bring into the world? The power to build the future is in your hands. If this summary inspired you, please like this video, subscribe for more content on mastering business and innovation, and let us know in the comments what your 0 to 1 idea is.